We're gonna be walking through how to convert an old 3-valve setup to a modern single pressure balancing valve for anti-scalding. So these are a lot safer and a lot easier to replace the valves when there's leaks. So basically it's gonna be cutting out the tile, getting a big faceplate, and then installing the new valves, which is gonna involve some soldering or crimping, depending on how much access you have. And then also in my case, because I had a dedicated diverter valve right here in the middle, my new tub spout has that diverter in it. So yeah, so this is how I'll do it, and stay tuned. I feel pretty lucky, but was able to drive 2 3-inch pocket hole screws into this thing. So now I've got really nice solid 2x6 blocking where I plan on putting this valve. So that's a game changer. I'm really happy with that. All right, so current plan here is I replaced or removed the old drop ear that was behind here. And so I put on a new one here with some PEX just because it's a lot more flexible for me to try to mate this to the new valve body right there. So I'm going to be putting this behind here and fastening it into the existing 2x4 blocking that I have. All right, so this is how it looks right before I'm about to solder it. So I've got our flux and our pipes all sanded. I've also torqued down all of the connectors, and I put my Teflon tape on them. So here goes nothing. Here is the finished product before I put the plate back on. So I put blocking behind this thing so that it's out, and it's got some screws holding this thing in so it'll resist the torquing motion so we're not straining any of these connections that we have here. I was having a leak on this connection between the brass mixer valve and when I had soldered a street elbow directly into it. So instead, what I did is I wrapped some PTFE tape around it and threaded this guy on. So now I was able to get a copper to copper solder right there, as well as 2, 3, and all the way up there 4. So that's the reason why I couldn't do like a PEX or a crimp or a pro press. So this one was really tough, but yeah, this guy's in place now. And the PEX B fittings are holding up fine. and I capped the tub and the shower head. So now when I turn this thing on, right now, if there were any leaks, they'd be blasting out of these things. And I'm not seeing anything, which is great. So I'm just gonna start putting this all back together. An issue I have is the screws that hold this trim plate on are going straight into the pipes that I have. So what that means is I'm gonna have to cut this and make these shorter. Here's what it looks like after I cut the things as short as I can make them. So we'll see if the faceplate goes on now. All right, so got this guy on. I'm gonna put a bead of caulk around here, around the top here, and here, maybe around these screw holes right there and there, and then also around the top of this thing so water doesn't try to get behind the wall. But that is our finished product, so definitely a lot of work, but there you go. Thanks for watching.